Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm the Soto Roblox Room, and today we're looking at Zero Hope, which released in 2024. Zero Hope is a fan-made Thomas the Tank Engine Halloween special released directly on YouTube, and was made entirely in the Roblox game Locos Online Jobs Aplenty. Zero Hope was written, filmed, and edited by popular Thomas Roblox YouTuber Purple Hoodie Zero, who you might know as the creator of The Ghost of the Mid-Sodor, The Blue Train with Friends show, and Thomas Being a Dumbass.
I don't obey the speed limit! The speed limit obeys me! Oh, bollocks.
However, unlike all those shows where it was written, filmed, and edited by himself, with a few helpers filming it, Zero Hope is one of the first videos on his channel to have some real, legitimate effort put into it. Not saying any of his other videos didn't have any effort put into it, because they very much did, but this is one of his first videos ever being close to have real video production with it, with co-filmers, co-editors, and even animators who worked on the many animations in this video, none of whom were really present in his previous videos. And after watching it for the first time a few months ago, this slowly became one of my favorite things Purple Hoodie has ever put on his channel. It's one of the few fan projects to actually make me scared, right behind Tobias and the Arcane Merchant. Very hard to beat that, of course. But this fan project still has a lot of stuff to love about it. It's got good voice acting, superb editing, amazing animation, and of course, a handful of some pretty great kills. How many are there? Let's find out and get to them. The video begins with a warning, telling audiences that this video is not intended for small kids, before jumping right into a title card! We then get a shot of the ironworks with Thomas right in the dead center. He's unable to move because of all his coal being missing. Then, a long line of trucks bumps right into him, knocking him back a whole mile and scaring him. At first, Thomas thinks that this is all just a fun prank, before he looks to his left and sees that the trucks are missing half their fucking faces. Holy shit! And I guess I'll put the first truck on here as our first death of the movie. We only get to see the first truck with half his face missing, so I'm only gonna put him on the list. Then, the trucks, seemingly pushed by an unknown entity, continue to push Thomas all the way through the smelter's yard. As Thomas begs for his life for them to stop, the trucks push him just before the edge of the hot molten lava at the end. They then speed away, but not long after, two black arms grab and hoist Thomas into the air over the molten lava, and they hold him there for a good 8 seconds as he's screaming before finally dropping him into the lava, killing him in a massive fiery explosion. Dude, this explosion shot is so cool. The way they make it so it brightens up the whole room and the camera shakes is just amazing, especially for a Thomas Roblox video. Thomas is voiced by the creator himself, Purple Hoodie Zero, who also portrays him in a lot of his own media, including the Blue Train with Friends show and Thomas Being a Dumbass.
I'm making fucking mac and cheese, and no one can stop me!
And even though Thomas is only in here for a bit, the voice acting is top notch.
Hey, stop it, please! This prank's gone too far, stop it! What? Hey, no, please! Oh God! What are you? What are you?
The way Thomas begs and screams at the trucks and the arms not to kill him is nothing short of chilling. After the explosion dies down, we cut back outside where Percy, Edward, James, and Diesel are looking for Thomas in the middle of the night, not knowing that their little blue friend has just been murdered in cold blood. They start talking about what could have happened to him before Percy makes the suggestion that Diesel 10 got to him, before James reminds him that Diesel 10 hasn't done anything bad in a while.
Percy, Diesel 10 is all talk. Last time he did anything evil was when he took over the steamworks. Then Sir told him off and he hasn't done anything since.
Diesel then tells the gang that Diesel 10 went missing a while back, which freaks Percy out. Edward chimes in and says that Bill and Ben went missing as well, and Percy has the brilliant deduction that all three disappearances could be linked.
What if all the disappearances are all linked?
Then, just as James is about to make his usual rude remarks, Diesel stops in front of him and tells them that he's found Diesel 10's corpse. They find the body of Diesel Ttte, which freaks everyone out and even causes Percy to have a full-blown panic attack. Fun fact, according to the behind the scenes, this panic attack scene was completely improvised by Purple Hoodie. And that's just another thing to hammer in just how much effort the team put into this special. Just as the gang watches in horror, Emily jumps out from the mist, scaring them all. She then tells them that she came back from the docks, where a mysterious entity is killing everything.
There's something at the docks. It killed everything. It knocked over Cranky. It got Boko, and Salty, and Porter, and the twins.
So I guess we'll have to put all of them on the list. Even though we never see their bodies, they are still confirmed. She then questions Diesel because there are only 3 of them instead of the 4 that he's saying. And then it's revealed that Percy is missing from the gang. But before they have time to question where he is, Emily warns them that the monster is coming for them and they have to get away. We then cut to Percy, running and panting away in horror from the sight he just witnessed. He then stops at the siding in Wellsworth and cowers. Then, from seemingly nowhere, a dark protruding voice calls for him and asks what he's doing.
Are you okay? Who said that?
Are you okay?
No.
After Percy tells him he's unsurprisingly scared, the entity tells him to close his eyes and just breathe.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Then, when Percy opens his eyes, a giant spider train crouches down and jump scares him. This scene legit made me jump the first time I watched it. Percy in this special was portrayed by Purple Hoodie's good friend Ttte, who voices Percy in basically every time Percy appears in any of Purple Hoodie's videos. But he's not just good at voice acting, he also makes custom music for some of Purple Hoodie Zero's series like Ghost of the Mid-Sodor and Ghost of the Mountain Railway, and he even made the music played in the credits for this video. That's nice. When the gang eventually do find Percy, Edward puffs up to him. Percy then tells him to run before we get my favorite scene in not only this entire special, but the entirety of Purple Hoodie Zero's entire YouTube channel history. This scene is just so genuinely well done and so terrifying. Do you remember when I said that the Thomas dying scene was the scariest thing I've ever seen in a Thomas fan video? Well, I take it back. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen in a Thomas video. This entire edit was made by one of the many animators of this video, Mighty Nick, who also worked on the Ironworks explosion. These scenes are 2 of my favorite things about the entire video. Please, for the love of God, hire him more, Purple. After that life-changing event, a black arm grabs Diesel by the buffers and pulls him away into the mist, killing him instantly, giving us another mark on the count. The gang then runs away in fear, but the monster's not done yet as it grabs a hold of James's tender, leaving him unable to move. Edward then puffs back and grabs him, pulling him away to safety for about 5 seconds, and then the monster just grabs him off screen and kills him too. Then, as Emily and Edward speed down the main line, Emily derails, leaving her unable to run away. The monster then catches up with her and she screams, implying the monster had killed her. God, there are a lot more off-screen deaths in this special than I thought. And then, as Edward backs into the siding, the monster finally catches up with him. The monster then asks Edward if he is scared.
Tell me, are you scared?
Yes, I'm scared.
Good. That means my plan works.
Before Edward meets his demise, he asks him why he's doing the things he's doing, to which he responds,
Because it's Halloween, and I need a scary video.
What?
I said,
I needed a scary Halloween video.
"Oh shit, it's fucking Zero! In a shocking twist, the giant spider train turned out to be none other than the creator's own OC, Zero. He explains that he'd been killing all of his friends because he needed an original scary video idea, and that having his OC kill all of the characters would be perfect.
And what's more scary than a self-insert OC showing up out of nowhere and not ever facing the consequences of his actions because it controls the universe?
As he lifts back up into the spider form, he makes the claim that he is an all-powerful god. And given that he is literally the creator of the video, it's kinda true. He then charges at Edward and kills him in a bloody, gruesome kind of way. Off screen. Again. Oh well, it's better than nothing, I guess. The giant spider train was animated by two different people, the first one being TFO, another recurring face on the Purple Hoodie Zero channel. The confrontation with Edward one was animated by Dizzy Dream. Both do a great job animating the giant spider train and making him actually terrifying. And even though the spider train might look like it's a reference to Sodor Fallout, it's actually a reference to Choo Choo Charles, as stated in the behind the scenes video.
I can't fucking wait for all of the comments to be like, oh my god, it's a Sodor Fallout reference. No, it's fucking Choo Choo Charles reference, you fucking idiots.
After Zero kills Edward, a narrator suddenly comes on and tells the audience that Zero went on to kill everyone on the island of Sodor. And since we don't get an actual tally mark on how many people he killed, I won't be including any of them on the count. But I will be including the narrator because Zero comes into the room and kills him with a gun.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just added more holes to your body. I filled you with bullets.
Not sure how a train can hold a gun, but I guess because he is an
all-powerful god! No!
I guess he can do anything. The narrator of this was none other than Paulsvids, the creator of Shed 17, which apparently gave Purple nightmares as a kid.
No. Fuck you, Paulsvids! Shed 17 gave me nightmares as a kid!
No,
Get your
I'm sorry.
bitch ass
I'm sorry.
I just added more holes to your body. I filled you with bullets.
And the video ends with Zero taking over, wishing the audience a very happy Halloween. How many deaths were caused on the island to satisfy Zero until next Halloween? Let's find out and get to the numbers. I counted 15 deaths in Zero Hope, with 14 male deaths and only 1 female. But with that large number of people he also killed on the island, I assumed that this pie chart would be a lot more even. With a runtime of only 14 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 0.93 minutes. The golden chainsaw for coolest kill easily goes to Percy. It's so graphic and violent, easily the best thing ever made on the entire Purple Hoodie Zero channel. Exceptional work on Mighty Nick's part. Dull Machete for lamest kill will go to any of the off-screen deaths. For a special jam-packed with awesome graphic kills, these ones just sorta stick out like a sore thumb. And that's it. Zero Hope released in 2024 and currently sits at over 33,000 views. And just in case your childhood might be ruined after watching this video, don't worry. In the Liberton Railway Show, Zero makes note of the fact that this Sodor is merely a copy of the actual Sodor.
I'm just flying around in the universe with an island called Sodor. I like to mess around with the engines there. I even cloned the whole universe and then killed everyone on the island for Halloween ones, but...
So will next Halloween see him kill all the engines on the real Sodor? We'll just have to wait and see. Until next time, I'm the Sodor Roblox Room. This has been the Kill Count. Oh, what's that? You want to hear more about this guy? No, you don't? Well, too bad. I'm going to tell you about him anyway. Alright, so this guy right here, this little doodad right here, his name is Jax. He's a green tram engine from no specified railway. He just, sort of stays on any railway he somehow manages to come across. The reason he's called Jax is because my name sounds similar to Jax, and he's also heavily, and his name was kind of based on Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. Except it's not J-A-X, it's J-A-C-K-S. Because it's more unique. And the reason that he's green is because green is my favorite color. The reason he's a tram engine is because Toby is one of my favorite characters in Thomas and Friends. The reason he has an 18 on his side, at least in canon, is because he was the 18th engine built in the same factory where all of his other brothers and sisters were built. But really, it's because I'm 18 years old and this guy is an OC/self-insert. His main personality is that he's incredibly lazy and doesn't like doing work and will try to think of any way he can to get out of doing work. Or sometimes he's so lazy he just doesn't come up with an idea and just doesn't do his work. He's that lazy. Despite this, he does have a lot of friends, and he is, he's sort of an introvert. But, whenever there's a group of people around that have the same interests as him, or, when the plot requires him to be there, he's just sort of there. Yeah, I love my little Scrimblow Grimblow. Alright, I've rambled on for too long. Please, for the love of God, this video took so long to make. I hope it really does well. Please, for the love of God.